I was married for like 6 years, and then I ended up getting a divorce. And then after my divorce, I decided to move from Florida to Texas so that I could be close to family, so that I could have, support, because it was really hard being by myself with 3 kids. Before I moved here from Florida, I was working with One Safe Place in Florida, which was a domestic violence shelter. They referred me to the Catholic Charities because at that time I needed help with settling into the new state. I was looking for work at the time, and I needed more support, like understanding, budgeting, credits, and income management and stuff.
So some of the things that I helped Lisa with was being financially stable. In our program, we go over different things such as budgeting, savings, being able to help her realize, okay, what can we do to help increase your savings so that way you can have that emergency savings in case something happens, as well as being able to survive basically month to month and being able to provide for you and your children.
My number one goal was to find employment, because I needed to be able to have employment in order to be able to get like our first home. When I was in my marriage, there was a lot of breaking up and getting back together. There was a lot of moving around, and I believe that's how my son, my oldest one, developed separation anxiety, which led to depression and highly suicidal.
Another service that we were able to provide to Lisa and her son was counseling. Lisa was super adamant not only about her well-being, but the well-being of her son and supporting him. One of the things she always worried about was stressing about things out of her control, and I feel the coping skills and techniques that she learned in counseling helped her to be able to process, kind of take a break, slow down, evaluate what's going on, what do I currently have, and what can I do to move forward with the skills and things that I have.
I pour on into his life daily by reminding him that you are handsome, you are smart, you are capable, you have a mom and family that loves you, you are loved, you deserve to be alive, this world needs you. The second goal for me was to go to school and getting a new career that would allow me to be able to not just work a job, but have a career.
With our program, we've been able to provide Lisa with some financial assistance through strategic planning to help her move forward in different areas. One of the things that we were able to purchase for her was a culinary coat. Lisa's super passionate about cooking, and after some conversation, she wanted to go back to culinary school. I think it meant a lot. Whenever Lisa had brought up culinary classes and things, she mentioned when she was with her ex-husband, he always diminished her dreams, and that's something that she was super passionate about, wanting to do something that she loved and enjoyed.
I am starting a culinary art program in January, and I'm going to be going for like a catering chef and private chef, and I will be learning about businesses and how to run a business, how to do catering, because that's the field that I want to get into. I believe Catholic Charities have made that vision of me possible because they have helped me with understanding the proper way of setting goals and breaking those goals down and making them realistic and achievable, and being able to believe in myself. Because you can dream all you want, but if you don't have the belief, if you don't believe it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. I call Taelor my guardian angel because working with her spirit, and she's just been so loving and supportive. I remember there were times, even when I was going through hard stuff or hard seasons, I was able to talk to her, and she would always provide that support. And then she would always talk about the bigger and brighter future.
So, bigger, brighter future to me means being in a space where you're doing the things that you've always wanted to do, being in that lifestyle, that mindset, doing things that you couldn't do in the past because of barriers or hardships. So, Catholic Charities case management is different from a lot of other places of case management. I feel here it's more transformational versus transactional. And with Lisa, with her starting off in the program, coming in unemployed, not having her own space, those things were super important to her, wanting to have her home for her and her children, wanting to be financially stable to be able to provide to them. And she's doing really great now, employed, doing the things that she loves, has her own place for her and her kiddos. So that was her bigger, brighter future. And I'm glad that she was able to accomplish those things working in our program.
When I started, I didn't have this. Now I do have a home. Now I am working a job. Now I do have a home, right? So I can look back and be motivated and remember that you were taking steps. And this is just a step.